Hello and welcome back to Discovering Durham University with At the Durham Student. On today's episode, Exploring Durham Beyond the Lecture Theatre, we're going to talk about the city and its hidden gems, the must-visits and popular student hangouts. We hope you enjoy. Hi guys, welcome back to our podcast. Today I'm joined by two guests where we'll be talking about Durham as a city and Durham life outside the lecture theatre. I'm going to pass over to my guests who will now introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Mezie. I'm a second year law student and I'm from John Snow.
Hiya, I am Sophie. I am a third year studying liberal arts and I am from Hatfield.
Perfect. Okay, my first question to you guys is why did you pick Durham as a university, as a home? Why did you guys pick Durham?
Oh, that's a good one. Do you want to go first?
Question. Sure. I always wanted to study in the UK, and I think when I was picking the unis to apply to, because I was doing a foundation year, I decided that I wanted like a really traditional university experience, and I think Durham was like the best university to give me that, especially with the collegiate system, which I was very interested in. I've also always been a really shy person, so I thought it would be really nice to have like a community that welcomes you like from the get-go, and that like, you know, is like a support system in your first year, which is it's not supposed to be, but usually is like a hard transition between higher between higher education, like high school. So yeah, that's my reason. That's why I came here.
Perfect. And you, Mezie?
Oh, right. I tell this story like all the time to my friends. When I was in secondary school, I would like spend hours browsing through like university prospectuses. And I think one day I was like scrolling on YouTube and I found Jack Edwards.
Oh,
Very nice. That's
the iconic Jack Edwards.
We've all been there.
We've all been there. And then my friend was like, "Hey, you should apply to Durham. Like, why not? Like it looks so like perfect and aesthetic." And I was like, "Okay, fine, I'll apply." But like, I'm not taking the application too seriously. And I applied and I got in. And I was like, "Oh, okay.
Slay.
We're going to Durham then."
There you go.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So what were your initial thoughts when you first explored Durham, just the city, the surrounding area? What were your initial thoughts?
Honestly, unreal. Like I was like, this place, there's no way this place exists. Like it's like practically a world of its own, if that makes sense.
But that Durham
I
bubble
agree.
is so real.
It's so real.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a whole thing. It's just different, and it's just like it feels magical. Oh God, I hate to say this.
No, I know, but I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
Like it's like
completely.
a separate like enchanted kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me it was strange because I arrived in November because of a bunch of visa issues. I ended up getting here like a month and a half late. So everyone knew each other already. And the Durham bubble does exist. So I had a lot of time to like explore the city by myself. And maybe at the time I wasn't so grateful, but right now I'm so glad I did it because I'm always a friend that's like, oh, I know this little spot that I probably have never been to. And I went by myself in first year. And honestly, like, I don't think it's taken me 3 years, but I now appreciate the city so much. Every day I have like I go to Palace Green to study, and every day I walk past that cathedral and I'm like, this is amazing. Like, this is absolutely unreal. Especially now I've been watching The Last Kingdom and I'm like,
oh, I love The Last Kingdom.
I am so in love with Durham now.
I love The Last Kingdom. But yeah, no, I'm from London, so like I picked Durham because I specifically didn't want a busy, bustling city. So I grew up in a busy, bustling city. I was like, Durham's so quaint. It's so easy to romanticize Durham as well. It's it's that like dark academia vibe, and I absolutely love Durham, and I'm so sad it's my last year.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Oh God, I'm scared now. I'm so scared.
Oh, you're lucky. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the place for like the time being. I have one more year left.
Yeah, absolutely.
So on that note, can you guys share your favourite spots in Durham and why they're special to you?
My favorite spot is, drumroll please. It's called the Coffee House. It's next to the Gala. I go there every single time.
Oh, actually, I have been there and it's really nice.
It's so cute.
It's actually so cute. No, I agree.
It's like it's just that they have cheap lattes, amazing like cakes of the day. And like the way it's like set up is that you can see like the people just like walking on the street, and it's just so
People
beautiful.
watching.
It's
Very
like
nice, yeah.
people being people, and it's
Yeah.
just so beautiful. I usually go there like on a Saturday and whip out my sketchbook and just start drawing.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, it's such a vibe. I love the coffee house. I just like I love being there because it's a mix of like people studying, that like really nice elderly couple just doing their thing, the baristas making coffee. It's just like it's a wonderful environment. I
That's
love
really
the coffee
sweet.
house.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking of the Billy B, my favorite spot in Durham is Whitechurch. 100%. I honestly, they live off me. I buy a chai latte every single day in that place, and I love it. I never
chai
regret
latte.
it.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a
alright.
chai latte girl.
Okay.
No, I love it. And I also, talking about the coffee house,
Yeah.
I love the Gala. I think the Gala is my happy place in Durham because I think it's so nice to have like a local cinema
That's
Mhm.
£5.
that's £5.
I love it.
So cheap.
I watched the new Hunger Games there the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, how was it?
It was alright. Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say no spoilers, but this is gonna be out like much later. So
No, but
everyone will
Yeah,
watch
everyone
it.
would
I
have
haven't
watched
watched
it
it
by
yet.
Yeah.
Don't spoil
Oh,
it.
then I'm not
we're
gonna
gonna
spoil
spoil
it.
it.
Yeah.
I've seen it as well.
Yeah.
It was really nice. I liked
Yeah.
it. No, I love the Gala. I think £5 for a cinema ticket, amazing. And then
amazing.
£5 for a big drink and a big
The
popcorn.
popcorns,
Sorry.
their popcorns are so nice as well, and it's like so warm.
It's-
Yeah, I
and
know.
it's
It's
just so big.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I love it.
No.
So yeah, the Gala.
Perfect. Are there any hidden gems in the city that you think people should know about, lesser known places? And don't say the cathedral.
I'm not saying the cathedral.
No, I've been to the cathedral about 17 times
Yeah.
I've actually
this
not-
year
I've actually
alone.
not been there that much.
Really?
No, I don't go like to the cathedral often.
Yeah.
I keep it special. I was like, I'll go there once in a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Wait. So
Yeah.
I think a hidden gem is, well, obviously Durham in itself is a hidden gem.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But
We all
the
agree.
hidden gem in Durham has to be Giles Gate.
Mm-hmm.
Let me explain. Um,
Justice for
yeah,
Giles Gate.
justice for Giles Gate.
Yeah.
Because Giles Gate is like away from the town. So yeah, the town is pretty, but like Giles Gate is really functional because Giles Gate has a lot of restaurants. Like
Yeah.
they're just like I Vina Pho, I think so.
Oh, the new Vietnamese restaurant.
Yeah, the
I
new Via,
love
it's amazing. It's really
Mhm.
cool. And then they also like a bunch of retail parks where you can get a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
A 24-hour Mackey's.
Yeah.
Mackie.
Oh.
Yeah. And then they also like a bunch of like local cafes that I feel
Mhm.
like are just cute, and I would also
Yeah.
spend time there. Also, there are like loads of like retail shops there.
Yeah, I
Very
can literally spend hours in that like retail like park. So I live in like early Gate, and I love Big Tesco. I love Lidl.
We love
There's a
Lidl.
TK Maxx that I love. I could spend
Mm.
so much time.
I
in
just
that
got earrings
retail
from
park.
TK Maxx actually.
Yeah, absolutely love. No, I do love Gate.
I remember first year I would take a bus to like the big Sainsbury's next to the big, I don't know if it's in Giles Gate, maybe it's the other side of town, and I would just spend the whole day walking around in Sainsbury's.
It's like that part of like when you become like a uni, like an adult, and then you actually go into Big Tesco is such a motive.
Oh my
And
god,
it's
Yeah.
yes.
so sad. But yeah, what about you? Any hidden gems?
I can't lie, but my two hidden gems are not the cathedral, but
Mhm.
are in like near the cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
So the Cathedral Library is
Mm.
amazing. It's very, very nice. You have I think it's open from like 10 till 1, something like that, and then from 2 till 4.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so nice to study there. It's like you can actually romanticize Durham and like
Yeah.
studying here.
Mhm.
It's like the prettiest place
Yeah.
to sit and study. And a place that I discovered recently, which is at the back of the cathedral. You go in from the Bailey around where Cuts is,
Mm-hmm.
and it's where the chorister school is, and it's
Mm.
like a little residential area. It's like 2 streets, but there's like a big patch of grass. There's tons of trees, and it's like the whole cathedral from the back.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the gardens where the priests like have flowers and stuff,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and you can come into the cathedral from the back, right into the little square where they filmed Harry Potter, the really
Mhm.
famous one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that whole area is so peaceful, so quiet. It's always empty, and I love sitting there like on a bench, and I love it. It's just
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
Sounds lovely. And talking about the cathedral, how do you think Durham's history and culture like influence the student experience?
I don't know. That's a hard question because I think it's kind of like ingrained in everything you do in Durham. I think it's the kind of place where you can like feel history like on the pavement and like
Yeah.
on the bridges, on the floor. Like it, like this is so like poetic of me, but like in the air sometimes. It's just like everywhere all the time.
It's like that old English like town vibe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the cobble like stone streets and
Oh,
stuff.
the cobblestones.
Yeah, I wish it actually snowed more than like once a year.
Yeah, and it
would be so
snows at like the
romantic.
weirdest of times. There was a time
It snows in,
it
like,
snowed in
March?
March.
Yeah.
It snows in
And
March.
then when everyone went to everyone to Observatory Hill, sorry, to go and like the little like. And they like bring out like pan trays and like people just like sledge down.
So
it.
fun.
Oh.
But yeah, no, I actually really like Observatory Hill. I still haven't seen a sunset/sunrise from there.
I
do
have done
need
it.
to.
You need
yeah,
to.
it's
It's
so
amazing.
nice. It's so nice.
It's incredible. Sunsets at Observatory Hill.
I've seen some really good sunsets and sunrises in Durham actually.
Yeah,
and it's
me
just,
too.
Like, I just love the
Me too.
sky.
I remember actually that time that it snowed in March last year. It was my birthday, and it was like it was so bad because I think we ordered McDonald's and it never arrived. It was honestly the only time it snows, and it was like the worst day ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are some of the like must-attend events or festivals in Durham throughout the year? Like Lumiere's just passed.
Oh, Lumiere was
Yeah,
amazing.
Lumiere was so
Lumiere was
good.
amazing.
Would anyone like to explain what Lumiere is?
Okay, it's. I really hope I'm getting this right. Okay, it happens once every 2 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
No? Okay, yes. It happens once every 2 years, and it's basically like a light festival. A showcase of different light artworks. And it happens all around Durham, from the Cathedral to Town Centre to Market Square, down to North Roads.
Yeah. They've expanded recently to like
Yeah.
neighbouring
The
like
Bishop
area-
Auckland as well.
Yeah.
Have they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Okay,
had quite a
word.
few nice like
Yeah.
artworks in Bishop Auckland. Yeah, it's so nice.
It-
Lumiere is magical. I think
I thought like it would be like very anticlimactic because I was seeing it on everyone's like Instagram stories.
Yeah, because
But
when
then,
you
like,
see it, it's like it's all over the stories.
yeah,
Yeah.
but then I actually went there and I was like, okay, yeah, this is definitely worth the hype.
Yeah.
It like
was
it was
so
I was
nice.
actually incredible.
it really
Yeah.
was.
You know, like the heartbeat one, the one at the cathedral where it, like
Stop.
held like a part and then it would like
The lights
reflect
would imitate
reflect
your
the heartbeat.
Yeah.
That was insane.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was actually, I think we've been lucky enough to have it twice.
Yeah.
Throughout
The first
a
time seeing
university
Lumiere was
exactly. But I remember it being like, I don't know why, but this year was just so much more grand in the sense of like
Yeah.
there was so much going on, and then the actual cathedral, like the artwork inside was amazing. Like
Yeah.
the way they installed it, and it was like actually magical. It went so well with
Even,
like the vibe of the
Even
city.
like the exterior of the cathedral.
yeah, it was amazing.
I was like, whoa.
Like I love this time of the year, like in Durham. I love like the festivities, anyways. I love the Christmas period and the winter, and I love it. And there's just so much going on. There's a lot of like festive and like Christmas stuff going on right now. I love seeing all the Christmas decorations up. I love seeing Market Square. Like have you guys been to like, the outdoor markets and stuff on like
Yeah,
Saturday?
Yeah, it's
definitely.
amazing.
And they have like the little Christmas stalls up now.
Yeah.
I love it. I
It's so
absolutely love
nice.
it.
I think they actually sell like really nice vintage, but like revamped vintage stuff in Market Square, like Carhartt, like jackets
Yeah.
and like Levi jeans.
For like a tenner.
yeah, it's so good. It's amazing actually.
Yeah.
Mm.
Can you guys recommend any outdoor activities or natural spots around Durham?
Mm.
There is tons. I think.
Yeah,
Tons-
there's so much nature, like
yeah.
generally.
Yeah.
I mean, like obviously there's botanic gardens, which I think everyone
Yeah,
has.
It's
everyone
amazing.
does.
Yeah.
Crook Hall Gardens as well, which is so
Mhm.
nice. Although you have to pay for an entrance, but it's completely worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Old Durham Gardens, which everyone
Yeah.
goes to, but honestly, you have to go.
I
like-
love the little peacock. I absolutely adore him.
You know,
He's
there's
so
like there's
sassy.
4. I think they had babies, and there's 4 of them now. They run around all together.
Babies?
Yeah, because
Stop.
there's like the 2 main. You know how the females and the males have like different colors.
Yeah.
So that you have the 2 different ones, and then there's like 3 other smaller ones that run around. But honestly, my favorite animals there are Birdie and Blossom.
Oh,
The pigs.
I love feeding them. I absolutely
They are
love
amazing.
feeding them.
They look like my dog, which is
Yeah.
like it's amazing.
And they've
and
got the alpacas as well.
The
which is-
alpacas are
oh.
amazing.
But yeah, no, I go on like my little hot girl walks, and I always just end up.
Yes,
like,
everyone.
like,
Yeah, that's such a spot. And then the I don't know if you guys have met the horse. His name is Shy,
Yeah.
and he's amazing as well. I've given him carrots, and he's such a
Love
sweet
Shy.
boy.
What about you, Mezie? Any?
Outdoor activities. I'm so sorry, guys. This is like my weak point. I'm going to say botanic gardens. I'm so sorry. It's like kind of like typical. But you know what? I think in some sense that the botanic garden like is very underrated
Mhm.
because I've actually met a few people that haven't actually been there before.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. I know.
Yeah.
Anyways, go Botanic Gardens.
I
I think
It's
Okay.
amazing.
I think it's because if people live on the Bailey, it's a
Mhm.
bit far away. So
That is true.
that's
Mhm.
why.
Mhm.
I think a lot of people during the summer there's tons of things to do as well. Like
Oh.
a lot of people go to see them.
The race course.
Oh, the
Like,
race
okay,
course,
It's
yeah.
not like a seasonal like event,
Mhm.
but it is.
Yeah, it is. It really
when
is.
when the sun's
when the
out,
sun's out,
race
The race
course,
course,
everybody's out at the race
Everyone
course.
is
Absolutely.
Like
there.
you're like people that you've not seen all year because they've been like stressed over their degree and,
And it's, like,
in the
all out in
bully
race.
bee.
yeah.
Just
it's
honestly,
so cute too. Like
I
just
love
seeing
it.
everyone just like along the river. It's adorable.
And then, like people like even if it's like still got like exams going on and stuff, people go down to race course and study.
In the
or
race course, yeah.
But like once exams are over, that race course is my happy place. Like
It's so
I
good.
look forward to that every single year.
No,
I'm like
I
I
agree.
love the vibes. It's
I agree.
so fun.
The race course is really nice. CM. A lot of people go surfing there as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's not too far of a drive. I think it's like 20 minutes. The
Yeah.
closest
You can
Yeah.
take a
be.
bus.
Yeah.
And some people, I think, also go and get into the river. Like if you go upriver,
Yeah.
there's like a beach, like a sand, the sands
Yeah.
they call
Yeah.
it, I think, and you can just get into the river.
I went
Mhm.
to the beach recently. I know it's like freezing right now, but I went to the beach like a month ago with my friends, and they went in the ocean. I didn't because I'm a normal person, and it was like below freezing temperature. But they did like a cold like swim, and I like no, I couldn't do that. But they looked like they had fun.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Mhm.
there's just so much nearby, and like we like everyone mentions Newcastle as well, but I think that's just so known that we are so close to
To
Newcastle.
Newcastle, yeah.
true.
But there was just so many like surrounding areas that people just haven't explored yet, and it's just.
I know.
But yeah, so food, my favorite
Oh
topic.
my
Oh.
god, let's
Uh,
get started.
Let's get started.
Okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
what are some of your favorite restaurants or cafes in Durham, and what makes them unique?
I have one word. Zen.
Okay,
it.
Really?
That's it.
You know
I
what?
used
I've
to
never
work at
been.
Zen. I
Oh,
used to work at Zen.
really?
I actually really like. What's your favorite like meal from there?
Hmm.
I like the crispy like beef, like the crispy chili beef. So good.
I can't remember the exact name of it, but
Mm.
yeah, I can't remember the name. I'm
Mhm.
so sorry, but
That's fine.
yeah, Zen.
Yeah, it's actually got quite a nice interior as well, like the cherry like blossom tree and stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love the decor. I feel like I went there and like the food's amazing,
Mhm.
but the decor is even more amazing.
Mhm.
You know what?
Yeah.
Talking about restaurants and decor, I think the Rabbit Hole takes
The Rabbit
Okay.
Hole and Zen
Win.
are owned by like the same like parent like,
Yeah.
company. to it, but
Really?
Yeah. The Rabbit Hole is quite nice. I think they do like jazz nights and stuff.
I
and they eat
love it.
everything.
I
Yeah.
live right next to the Rabbit Hole, so like the
Yeah.
street that goes up right next to it.
Mhm.
And I had never been until this
Yeah.
year, and I enjoyed it so much. I had some like barbecue ribs,
Mhm.
which were amazing.
Mhm.
Like I had such a great time. The vibes are amazing. The lighting,
Oh, the lighting.
everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's so good.
I think my favorite thing about Durham as well, and it's like there are so many restaurants and so many cafes, and there's so many independent ones as well. There's no
True.
Yeah.
massive chains. Like we've got a few chains that have come in recently, like Tortilla and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
But a lot of the places are
like
independent cafe.
independent.
Yeah.
And like
I
local.
really like the food pit as well because there's so many varieties. So like when me and my friends go out and we don't know what we want to eat, we go to the food pit because they've got a stall for absolutely everything.
Mm.
But there is just so much to cater to, and like if you're a fussy eater, there is something there for you. Like there's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
restaurant for you. And it's just nothing. I think like that dining and that food experience is such a big part of like Durham's social life.
I know,
Yeah.
that's
It's like
true.
spags, like everyone.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
honestly,
everyone
I know,
does spags.
everyone
it's like
loves
when I
spags.
meet up with my girls I've not spoken to in a while, we're like, oh, spags
Let's go
day.
spags,
And
yeah.
it's just, it's-
However, I do
Mhm.
think the best Italian food in Durham is Picos. I don't know if
Mm.
it's new. It opened last year.
Where is it?
It's right above Naked Bird, and it's
I like naked. Bread.
Naked Bird is amazing as
I love
well.
naked bread.
Yeah, I love the best
Mm.
fried chicken, and also, it's owned by the same people.
Oh.
Yeah, and they own Paddy's as well, which is
Mhm.
massive staple of like nightlife
Yeah.
in Durham.
Honestly, the curly fries, I think that's like what's gotten me through most
Yeah.
nights.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Paddy's curly
That's
fries?
real.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
Understandable.
How have we not mentioned like the brunch places? Like obviously we've got like Whitechurch, we've got Riverview Kitchen.
Yeah.
Love Riverview Kitchen.
We've got Flat White, which I've not been. I've been to like the Flat White Kitchen, but not like the cafe.
No, the cafe is amazing.
I've
I'm
not been,
there
but I need to
every
go.
single day. I honestly, I have been to every single cafe in this town.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I am considering doing a series of rating like every
Cafes
cappuccino,
in there,
all the chai lattes, because oh my
Mhm.
god, they're amazing. But small flat white, incredible like
Mhm.
ambiance, everything. The actual drinks are
Mhm.
really, really good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And sitting outside and having a little coffee, such an experience. Love
I
it.
still
Love it.
haven't been flat white before actually.
Oh my
I
god.
need
I
to. I feel like it's
know.
on my bucket list before I like,
Yeah.
leave
Yeah.
Durham.
But you know
Yeah.
what, like you know what I really love?
Mm.
Leonard's.
I was gonna say they have the
Leonard's.
best brunch food.
Yes, I'm telling you, they do. I love their like eggs Benedict.
It's
Yeah.
the Ex
Yeah.
Benedict on toast,
Mhm.
amazing, so good.
Yeah.
And I also feel like the brunch like cafes around Durham, they're such a good place to study as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to like romanticize your studying. Like, yes, I could be really, really stressed.
But like,
But as long as I'm just somewhere cute,
Yeah.
I'll just type away and just
100%.
pretend I'm having
Literally.
fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love it. It's like everyone like in their Instagram stories like posting their studying, and I'm just like, but realistically, I'm mostly at the Billy Bee, just like dying.
Yeah, that's when White Shirt comes in as a
Yeah.
savior
As a
every
savior.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've mentioned the outdoor markets, but can you guys, tell me about any shopping or local businesses that you guys frequently visit or love, like charity shopping along like North Road?
Mm.
But yeah, anyways, I'll leave it over to you guys to discuss.
okay, you wanna go first?
Sure. Mug Bump, not charity shop, but it's probably the best like shop in Durham. I feel like as an international student, you come in and you don't really own many things.
You
except
get dressed for the
Yeah.
weather as
exactly,
well.
exactly. So you just own
Every single
clothing.
international student I go to, they're like, why is it so cold?
Yeah, exactly. It's so hard to give like first of all to like make a student room feel like home,
Mm-hmm.
and also like traveling from far away with only clothing. So you need to like maybe this sounds shallow, but you need some things to like make your room feel like home and your house
Yeah.
feel like home. It's
Yeah.
actually for me it's necessary. And Mugwump has been such a lifesaver. They have like the best diffusers. They have such nice posters and things to stick up on your walls. Like I honestly love that place, and it's so pretty. They've got like everything is so aesthetic. I love it. I sometimes I just go to like walk around and look at everything, and that's it. Just like do some window shopping. It's
Yeah.
like, it's so good.
I think my favorite like local businesses like to support. I have two places. Number one, Circle Vintage.
Oh, amazing.
Their pieces, like I don't know, just have the best selection of like vintage clothes and jackets and jeans and belts and scarves and jewelry. It's just like
It's so
honestly,
good.
I don't even have to
And
buy
Mezie
anything.
loves fashion.
No,
You should be
Yeah.
listening to him.
No, because honestly, as I should, because fashion is amazing. I would walk into Circle Vintage. I don't even like need to buy anything. Just like looking at the pieces alone has made my entire day. And I was
Fair
like, walk
enough.
out. I also love the fancy dress costume shop.
You know
Yeah.
what? I 100% agree. I have found such good gloves in that
Yeah.
place.
It's like, and like, oh my god, the man that works there is actually adorable. Like he's so helpful. It's like,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
of
adorable.
course I have this. And it's just like
Oh.
this man on his face too. I was like, oh no, it's so wholesome. I
That's
love
so
that place so
sweet.
much.
So sweet.
I feel like in first year, I think I used to go to Market Hall a lot, and I think it's such a staple.
too.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
as a student, like you go in, you see like the Market Square, and you're like, yep, you're going to Market Hall. I actually really like the breakfast in Market Hall as well, but there is like a stall for everything. And obviously on Saturdays, you've got the outdoor market, and I think it's 9 to 4 p.m. And they like sell like clothes and stuff as well, but they also sell like sweet treats. And
it's
really
I
nice.
love sweet treats. Like I love their brownies. They have these like little chocolate treats. I don't know what they're called, but they're so good. But I love just shopping and just like browsing in Durham. And obviously you've got the retail park if you need anything like big. But yeah.
It's so nice. I feel like in Market Hall as well, they've got like a really nice record store. And they do, this is like a revelation for me. They do like vinyls. They do 5 vinyls or like 6 vinyls for £5 or like the opposite, like the inverse. But I got a bunch of vinyls and I used them to decorate my walls. And I've just got like vinyl and like vinyl cases just like on my walls
on your
everywhere.
wall.
And it surprisingly looks so cool.
Do you have a
They're just-
player?
No, I don't have a player. They're just on my walls. They're just decoration.
because I literally have like just like one ABBA vinyl in my room, just like hanging there, and I just don't have a player. It's
Yeah,
just
me
there.
neither. No, they're just
There's
there.
like there's a whole
decoration.
generation of kids out there that don't even know what vinyls are. Like
Oh.
Yeah,
genuinely, that's
that is true.
insane.
No,
to
that
me.
is true. Some
That
people
is
like don't know
true.
what CDs are.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Mm.
don't even.
Like, I think my little sister was like, "What do you mean you need like a DVD player? Like, don't you just stream it?" And I was like,
What?
"Yeah." I was like, anyways, moving on. Okay, let's talk about it. Coming to university, most people might be. This personally wasn't on my mind, but that's because I'm very boring. But nightlife and social scene. What is the nightlife like in Durham, and what are some popular student hangouts?
There's tons.
There is tons.
So many places to go. I think probably the thing you have the most in Durham is like out,
Yeah.
like night out places.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it seems like there's so much as well because Durham is so walkable. Yes, there's
Yeah.
loads of hills. Okay, there are loads of hills. You're gonna get used to them, I promise. But because it's so walkable, and like I think you can go from one end to the city in like terms like if you live on a hill college, you can go from there to Glasgow in like maybe like 30 minutes if you're like speedy enough.
I think the classic is always Jimmy's. Jimmy's is safe. Jimmy's is if you want to go out and you don't know where to go, you go to Jimmy's.
Yeah, it's like everyone. I think every single social ends
Exactly.
Jimmy's.
Every single night, there's going to be tons of people at Jimmy's. They've got like the most like mainstream classic music. Jimmy's is actually kind of a vibe every time. Love Jimmy's.
Honestly, I would say Fabio's on a Thursday.
I agree.
That is like it's the night that I don't really think too much about. Like if I want to go, like I would definitely pick Fabio's on a Thursday. It's just wholesome, good vibes, good energy.
I think it's really nice as well because it's small. So
Yeah.
you get like, it's like a really like
more intimate
exactly,
space.
a bit
Yeah,
more
exactly.
intimate. It's also a bar. So like,
They
got
sounds
really
like
nice
jazz
drinks.
nights as
Yeah,
well.
jazz night
Mhm.
on Mondays. Really nice. So they've got like things for everyone.
Yeah.
They've got Latin American nights sometimes as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they do it with Latin Soda, which is
Latin
the dancing
Mhm.
society, and they're really nice. You've got tons of different like types of people that show up to Fabs, and they've got great drinks, great prices, really nice like area. Yeah, love Fabs.
Yeah. There's also like we have to mention it, the college bar crawls. I feel like I feel like it's just such a like I still haven't completed one. I kind of
No,
tap
I've never done
out.
one.
Like I need to do one before I graduate, like a proper one. But honestly, most like as a Durham student, just there will be a college bar crawl somewhere.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think people mostly do like Bailey
Bar crawls.
Yeah.
because you know how in Leeds they have like one street with all the bars, so you can basically just walk down the street and do all the bars in one
Yeah.
street. In Durham, you have to walk so long because everything is a hill as well.
Yeah.
So doing the 16 colleges is a feat. I know.
17 if you include Ustanov, but I don't know if you can actually go in unless you're a
know.
postgrad student.
I don't know.
I don't think you can.
But we'll revisit that one in our
Yeah,
collegiate
exactly.
episode.
We'll get back to you.
Yeah,
Get
we'll
back
get
to you on
there.
that. But yeah, no, college bar calls are like a really like big hit, and I guess most socials do them. But I like as someone that personally doesn't drink, just because I don't like the taste of alcohol, and I'm really boring. Like I've never felt like the need to like go big on the like drinking scene or the club scene. Like
Fair enough.
sometimes I'll go out, but yeah, if you come to Durham and like you want to party, you can party.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah, but if you aren't big on it, that's absolutely fine as well. I think there's so many like other really cute like social activities. Like we've got bowling now. We've got go-karting nearby. There's like a climbing centre nearby.
True.
Cat cafe. I can't believe we not
Oh,
mentioned.
very
Cat
nice.
Cafe.
Love the cat cafe.
I can't believe, honestly, the Pawsome Cat Cafe. Follow them on Instagram. Olive is my spirit animal. I love her. Like I love the cat
That's so
cafe.
amazing.
There's so many like wholesome activities you can do in Durham, and if you want to party, you can party. And there's also Newcastle nearby as well, and there's
True.
like that night bus, and I think it's like £1.50.
Yeah.
So you've got the night bus. Like, so if the last train is too early, you can go party in like Newcastle, come back in the nightclub. So there's so many opportunities to make your uni experience what you want to make of it.
100%.
Which I really appreciate about Durham, and it is for such a small quaint town. There is
There's
so much to do.
I agree.
Agreed.
Yeah.
No, last year I think went to concerts in Newcastle quite a lot. Went to see Milky Chance, which I never thought I would see live in Newcastle on Halloween, which was such a fun experience. So it's like you really have a great variety of things to do, which honestly you wouldn't think that you would. And
Okay, this one's like a tad bit far away, but I don't think it's that far away because I think it's pretty close. Me and my friends, we went to Edinburgh to see Beyonce. Yeah,
of
it
course.
was.
Edinburgh is quite near.
It's
Yeah,
quite near,
it's like, I think it's like
exactly.
an hour and like 50 minutes on
by
the
train,
train.
and that's not that bad.
Yeah, Durham is actually really well connected with trains. Like,
True.
other than when there are like train strikes going on, but like it's so well connected.
For a
like,
small town, yeah.
Yeah.
like from London to here only takes me about like 3 hours on train, I think.
Yeah.
And that's not bad at all. And we are so close to Scotland, and we're so close, like the Lake District as well and stuff like that. And there's
that's
just, I
true.
really need to go to
District.
it.
I was there like last year, I think.
yeah.
Windermere.
There's just so much, and Durham is really well connected. Okay, so wrapping up this episode, what tips would you give to new students about exploring and enjoying Durham?
Right. I think my advice would be don't be shy, get into it, explore, like leave your room. Like, open that door, get your right foot in front of your left foot and just explore. Just find places that you think connect with you and I think my friend used to say this: get lost,
Mhm.
just be in the city, experience city, like let the city go through you,
Mhm.
and also don't be shy to involve yourself in a lot of like activities, socials, events. Just find something that you personally connect with.
Perfect. And what about
100%. I completely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. I think my advice would be try and say yes to everything that
Mhm.
you're comfortable with, because saying yes just gives you like more opportunities, and like it
Mhm.
just gets you out of like your comfort
Your
zone
comfort zone, yeah.
sometimes. And I think when you're in uni, it's hard, it's overwhelming starting university, and there's so many things going on, and sometimes you have to like take it slow, take a step back, but you also have to like get out there and make the
Yeah.
most of it, especially
Mhm.
in your first year.
Definitely your first year.
Yeah. So I would say when you can't say yes to everything, take time for yourself. And it's so easy in Durham. Like, it's such a manageable city.
Mhm.
Just like put some headphones on and go walking like
Mhm.
by
Mhm.
yourself. It's so small. It's so like so many things to do, and like things to do by yourself as well. It's nice to connect with yourself and like look around and like discover places that you haven't before,
Mhm.
not necessarily like with other people, because sometimes I feel like in a city where everyone is a student, or where you basically know everyone,
Mhm.
you feel a bit like forced to be with people all the time, and this is not necessarily true, and there's like tons of opportunity to be by yourself and like connect with the city by yourself. So yeah, that would be my
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah.
I agree.
Absolutely. I think my piece of advice, I'm going to give one at the end of every episode. My piece of advice is that throughout your 3 or 4 years at Durham, Durham is your home. It's like no matter where you go to university, the city that you know choose to go to university in, it makes such a big impact on your university experience. So this is going to be your home for the next 3, 4 years. And as someone in my final year, trust me, enjoy every minute of it, because I'm already grieving leaving the city and I've still got 2 terms left. But enjoy it. You know, it is your home for these 3, 4 years. Get involved. Take your time if you want. Throw yourself in. At the end of the day, university is all about exploring, finding out who you are, exploring the world around you. So definitely make the most of it. This is your home. Just enjoy Durham. We have very much enjoyed Durham.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've only spent like what, a year here?
Yeah.
Oh my
Just stay
god.
in.
Oh, you
I'm so
baby.
jealous. I'm
Yeah.
so jealous. So that wraps up our episode on Durham outside of the lecture theatre. So thank you guys so much for coming
Of
on.
course.
Thank you,
Thank you
for having us.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had so much
Jinx.
fun. Jinx again.
Perfect. We hope this was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have any further questions or comments, please don't hesitate to reach out to us on our social media channels at the Durham Student. See you at the next one.